Good day, dear learners. I am Teacher Nathan, your teacher for today's lesson. We are now in Quarter 2, Week 6 in English 3. We will use the Pivot 4A Learners material from DepEd Region 4A Calabarzon. And our lesson for this week is all about making inferences and drawing conclusions. Again, welcome to our English class. For today's objective, at the end of the lesson, you are expected to make inferences and draw conclusions based on the text, pictures, title, and content words. Here are our content standard, our performance standard, and our most essential learning competencies. Before we discuss our main topic today, let us review first what we have learned last week. It is all about identifying cause and effect. Now, let us identify the cause and effect in each sentence. Can you still remember the cause and effect in the sentence? Now, let's answer the following activity. She came home late because she finished all her reports. Our effect in this sentence, she came home late. And the cause, because she finished all her reports. Number 2. Many employees were laid off due to economic shutdown. Can you identify the cause and effect in this sentence? If your answer for the effect is many employees were laid off, that's correct. And the cause, due to economic shutdown. Number 3. He reviewed his lessons last night, so he passed the test. Our cause, he reviewed his lessons last night. And the effect, so he passed the test. I know you knew already how to identify the cause and effect in the sentence. In reading text, you have to be very careful in analyzing details. These details will give you a deeper understanding on the content and context that a picture or text provides. Making inferences and drawing conclusions will help you further enhance your critical thinking skills. And that will be our topic for today. Let us examine the picture. Can you tell what its character does in the picture? Correct. The girl is swimming. Yes, friends have their picnic too. And can you guess the location shown by the picture? If your answer is on the beach, that's correct. Can you tell the time portrayed in the picture? Is it rainy season or summer season? If your answer is summertime or summer season, that's correct. Can you identify the occupation portrayed by each picture? What do you think is the occupation of a girl? Correct. She is a teacher. How about this one? You are right. They are engineer. How about this one? What do you think is the occupation of a girl in the picture? You are correct. She is a nurse. And the last one, we have a soldier. Correct. In making inferences, an inference tells an assumption based on what has been read, seen, or observed. Making inferences relies on the examination of facts based on given pictures and or texts. Inferences are also made by determining what each picture or text suggests. In drawing conclusions, or a conclusion is a final information or statement drawn from pictures viewed or texts read. Conclusion also relies on facts. It allows the reader to think of what could be the output or end result based on reading and or observations. Is everything clear so far? And to help us identify that you understand making inferences and drawing conclusions, kindly get your pen and paper and let us answer the following activity. Infer the location or place referred to by each statement. Are you ready? Number 1. I sat with my toes in the sand, digging a hole with my new shovel and pail. I grabbed my snorkel and headed into the waves. Where am I? In school, in the beach, or in a grocery store? Write your answer in your notebook. Number 2. I sat in my seat excitedly, watching the man swing from pole to pole. I ate my popcorn as I watched 8 clowns pile out of a tiny car. Where am I? In a circus, school, or in a clinic? Write your answer in your notebook. Number 3. Uncle Joey picked us with his tractor and gave us some fresh milk to drink. We helped with the garden and fed the chickens. Where am I? In a farm, beach, or in a theater? Write your answer on your answer sheet. Number 4. Dad let me carry the basket. I put some biscuits and chocolate drinks on the basket. Where am I? Am I in a farm, beach, or in a grocery store? Write your answer on your answer sheet. Last, number 5. All of our food was carried over on big, round tray. Lots of other families were eating dinner. When we're through, Mom left the waitress a big tip. Where are we? Are we in a farm, in a restaurant, or in a grocery store? Write your answer on your answer sheet. And now, let us check if you got the correct answer. Number 1, the correct answer is in the beach. There are clues in a paragraph that can help us identify that we are in a beach. For example, sand digging a hole, shovel and pail, snorkel, and waves. Number 2, the correct answer is circus because pole to pole, swing, 8 clowns, and a tiny car. We can conclude that I am in a circus. Number 3, the correct answer is farm. Why? Because there are clues in the paragraph. For example, we have tractor, fresh milk, garden, and fed the chickens. Number 4. The correct answer is grocery store. Some clues can help us identify where am I or where are we. We have basket, biscuit and chocolate drinks on the basket. And last item, we have restaurant. We have big round tray, eating dinner, and a big tip, and of course we have waitress. You did a great job, kids. I know you were able to infer and conclude the location in our previous activity. Let's proceed in our assessment. Are you ready? Now get your pen and paper and your self-learning module. In a learning task number 3, infer the location or place described by each statement. Choose from the options below and write your answers on your answer sheet. Number 1. I took my shovel and started digging the soil. I planted the seedlings. I watered them. They grew well. After several months, they produced bountiful harvests. Can you identify the location based on this paragraph? Are we in a zoo, restaurant, garden, school, or in a mall? The correct answer is garden. Number 2. The security guard checked our body temperature and our bags. When I got inside, I immediately went to a shop to look for a jacket. I moved from one shop to another until I found one. Where am I? Am I in a zoo, restaurant, garden, school, or in a mall? The correct answer is mall. Number 3. Shane sat on her chosen spot. She called the waiter and asked for the menu. The waiter immediately approached her. She requested that her food be served right away. She was really hungry. Is Shane in a zoo, restaurant, garden, school, or in a mall? The correct answer is restaurant. Jay invited his friends to join him in a special tour. During their tour, they were fascinated by different animals. Some were small, while others were really huge. Among the animals they saw, the white tigers were his favorite. Where do you think are Jay and his friends? Are they in a zoo, restaurant, garden, school, or in a mall? Correct, they are in the zoo. Number 5. Our teacher asked us to read a story as our activity. She also asked us to answer some questions about it. During our discussion, we learned a lot from her comprehensive and lively session. Where are we? In a zoo, restaurant, garden, school, or in the mall? If your answer is in school, you are right. Very good. You did a great job, kids. I know you were able to get a perfect score in our activity. Always remember, making inference tells an assumption based on what has been read, seen, or observed. Making inferences relies on the examination of facts based on given pictures and or texts. Inferences are also made by determining what each picture or text suggests. A conclusion is a final information or statement drawn from pictures viewed or texts read. Conclusion also relies on facts. It allows the reader to think of what could be the output or end result based on reading and observations. And for your homework, get your self-learning module in English and you may start answering page 28, letter A. For your homework, read each statement below. Then write the most appropriate conclusion and write your answers on your answer sheet. There are 5 items in letter A. Thank you for listening, dear learners. Again, I am Teacher Nathan. Always remember, learning is a continuous process and it is not a competition. You may feel the difficulty while having our blended class, but once you put your heart and mind in it, you will surely adopt and love the new normal in education. And I'm sure it will be a better one. Again, I am Teacher Nathan. Until next time, happy learning, kids!